welcome to our last preaching class today, and I'm so excited and thankful for this opportunity I can share my heart with you. Look at us, we are in a coffee shop. Imagine yourself in a coffee shop with me. In front of us, we got coffee, we got croissant, we got muffins, and I hope that our last class together will be a time for us as if we were sharing our heart, as if we're in a coffee shop. And today I want to share something that is very dear to my heart. And today I actually have a very mixed feeling. On one hand, I'm very happy. I'm very happy for you. You've come to this far, and this is your last semester, and you finally finished. And this is such a wonderful feeling. But on the other hand, I feel very sad because of our situation. I haven't been able to see you guys for months, and I haven't even been able to have meals with all of you. And I felt extremely sad in my heart because many of you are graduating, and I really pray that I can see you before you leave Singapore. So today I hope that it will be a time for us to share a time together, and especially my journey. And I still remember years ago, about 5-6 years ago, when I finished my last preaching class at Dallas, and I still remember my teacher came up and said to me, she said, I think one day you'll be teaching in a seminary or other setting. And to be honest with you, I thought she was just joking and just being nice to say all the things, because in my mind I've never actually thought of being a teacher. And honestly, after taking that preaching class, I thought to myself, as a woman, I think there will be no place for me to preach in a Sunday pulpit, because in my mind at that time, preaching was just something that we can do in a church and on Sunday, which is on a Sunday pulpit. But today I want to share with you, God has opened my eyes and see the skills that I've learned in seminary. Even though as a woman, I may not be preaching on Sunday pulpit, but God opened different doors for us, not just women. Some of you may not be preaching or serving in a church, so you start probably thinking, oh, preaching, after I've done this class, maybe I won't have a lot of opportunity to use it. But today I want to inspire you that, God can open different doors for you when you think outside the box. So this is our topic today, is about thinking outside of the box. Now, when you think outside of the box, what are some of the key elements you have to think about when you think outside of the box? And I remember about 2-3 years ago, I was serving at East at that time after teaching PIM program for a while. And I thought to myself, I've been, coming to seminary and seeing Christians all the time, and I go to church, see Christians all the time, and all my friends are Christians. And how am I going to share the Great Commissions with the people that around me? So my struggle actually prompted me to ask a few questions that are very dear to my heart. And I think one thing is, how am I going to live out the Great Commission in the midst of my Christian bubbles? And besides that, what does preaching mean? Sharing God's truth means? Is it only meaning that we can do it in a church setting? So these questions came to my mind. How can I live out the Great Commissions, right? How can I bring God's truth even to both church people and even non-church people? And what is preaching beyond the pulpit actually means? And as I was thinking through all this, and there are different sets of questions came to my mind, which is here. How can I think outside of the box? Who are the people that God want me to reach? And what are their needs and their interests? And how did God make me? And what kind of gifts or talents and interests that God has given me that I can use it for His glory? So it took me quite some time. Actually, I have an interest in beauty, makeup, and crafts. And to be honest with you, for the longest time, I really think that was kind of vain, and didn't think that was something that is godly. But God really changed my perspective. And because of that journey of praying and asking God, how am I going to use it? I asked Him, I can't do it. I don't know how. You have to show me. And amazingly, God just showed different opportunities that happening. These that I would use craft to teach at different avenue, like in churches, in Bible study and women's group, and ESL classes at church. So I will use the craft as a way for me to share the gospel with people around me. The hook itself is just the crafts, but it opens up opportunity and platform for me to share His word and His gospel. Another thing is He even allow me to, because of craft, I can use it to share with the different language with Japanese group. There's one time when I was traveling, there was a M group, and I was able to meet up with some of the M people and just use that to share with them. And besides that, how about makeover, fashion makeover, something that I'm really interested in. But how can I use that as a way to hook women that the true makeover is actually in Jesus Himself? So I preach a sermon, a message at the beginning, before I share the message of how to do the actual makeover, the physical makeover. I will share a spiritual makeover in Jesus. And besides that, makeup classes, how can we have the true makeover in Jesus? So I've been praying for months, and this actually God gave me an idea when I finally got it, and I'll share with you a little bit later. And then parenting workshop, and God just opening different opportunities for me to bridge something that from this world to something that that people enjoy.